fuck, boy.
You like that? You like that? I like that.
That is very offensive.
What benefits can one get from Scientology? Scientology resolves the problems of man by addressing the spiritual travails which hold those problems in place and providing workable tools to improve conditions for all in life. As the barriers begin to fall away, one gains the ability to communicate, which in turn improves one's ability to have more meaningful interpersonal relationships. One also becomes free of unexplainable fears and stress, which in turn brings one enjoyment in life. However, more importantly, a Scientologist gains an understanding of themselves spiritually, and so discovers their true potentials, recovering the certainty of their own immortality as a spiritual being, and enhancing...
Fuck that shit! That shit's dumb as hell!
Fucking stupid goddamn shit! Snooze fest, you boring motherfucker!
Yeah.
Zeno! Get that out of here!
Zeno! Oh, that's pretty
Well, you didn't
good.
like that?
Nope, I loved it. I loved the way you did it. But it's complete garbage. It's a cult at best. And they had their tax status exempt. Taken away. Which they deserve.
What? It's a real religion. You don't
They're
believe
on
it?
the same level as Amazon.
Well, you think
Or what?
Amazon and Scientology? Who's stronger?
Amazon.
Bezos is better than Hubbard?
Bezos versus Zenos.
Yeah, in 2016,
Bezos got him.
the Supreme Court revoked the Scientology's tax-exempt status unanimously, saying it could operate as a business but not as a religious organization.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know-
fuck you, you fucking cult.
Chris, Bezos is in his prime.
Oh, but his wife was too.
I'm
I'll see Bezos fight Pitbull. You'll lose what?
Worldwide.
Oh man, I saw him punch a fan on stage. Didn't he slam a kid that came up at him?
They look the same now.
They're the same person.
Well, hey, welcome to TACT Lab.
Mr. Prime Worldwide.
I'm Tyler, and I'm surrounded by three great friends. We're in Thomas's fucking Scientology Doom basement.
This is our studio, bruh.
We're getting our audits on. I'm paying out the yin-yang to get a fucking one last eating out of me. It's just stuck up my ass really deep, and Chris has had his hand up there all damn day working me like a goddamn puppet.
He paid $35,000 for that.
We're not talking about...
That's a pretty good deal.
That's
It's a good dildo.
So,
Like a dildo.
this week we're talking about Scientology and all the lives it loves to ruin. But apparently it makes life better for some. Tom Cruise is one of them. So, with that said, I'm going to pass it on to find out how everybody's doing around the table. So, Chris, how are you doing?
Doing good. Hi, Karen.
What? Oh.
Thomas, I'm looking right across at you. How are you?
I'm great. Just thanks for everybody for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to look over to my left to Alex. How are you today?
Pretty disappointed. I had to wait 18 minutes for cheese on my fajitas last night.
Was that a wife problem or a your
I
problem?
think it was a white problem.
Okay.
Was it queso cheese?
Shredded cheddar.
Is that the problem now? That does the privilege get the privilege works backwards for us now, doesn't it?
What fine establishment
Yeah.
was this?
I ain't gonna say.
It happened to be in Landis.
Potentially. No way, man. I don't think about that.
Wait, was this real or is this a new? Is this real?
Maybe.
No way.
Jose?
It's not- No way. No way.
Hose B?
No way, Joseph.
Well then,
Yeah.
that's terrible. I'm sorry.
First world problems, though. That we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna say that though. First world problems.
First world problems.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Because ultimately, I got to eat.
Yeah. Think about think about another person in the world that is maybe not eating.
Yeah.
We ain't them, baby.
They're used to it.
Yep. All right, so we're going to jump right into things. Chris is going to enlighten us with a little, some Scientology information.
It just got so dark so fast. It was just like, people are starving. It's like, not me.
We're used to it. I'm not.
I think it's okay. I think you could leave that. I think
It's
you
the
could leave
First
that.
Amendment rights. I'm just observing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're observing that they can last longer than you. All right.
Oh, man.
All right. So have you fellas heard about the origins of Scientology?
No.
Are we going to start from the beginning?
We're going to start about 75 million years ago.
Oh, okay.
Is that before the dinosaurs or after?
Fact check this later. I forgot when the dinosaurs were alive.
65 million years ago.
when
Thank
did
you, sir.
when did the asteroid hit?
65 million years ago.
So this is a pre-asteroid.
Okay.
So really, the asteroid was just an H-bomb in disguise.
I think so.
I think so.
Wait a minute.
Watts. So 75 million years ago, a warlord named Xenu was the galactic ruler of the universe, or at least our part of the universe. Because Earth was a little backwater planet. You know, we were called Tajik. And the 75 planets were overpopulated.
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 Wait, you said how many planets?
He owned Xenu. You know, we think of him as a big ruler, but really, he only owned 76 planets.
He invested in real estate.
Pocket change.
So they were all overpopulated.
Well, I will say, much like Scientology, they followed his tracks.
That's true. So he, you know, he's like, I gotta figure out how to get rid of this overpopulation. I'm like a certain little purple boy in Marvel.
He snapped his fingers.
He did a little bit more than snap his fingers.
Snap your neck.
He put more work into his version.
Oh yeah, he waged a war.
Yeah.
He had some loyal officers. Then he had some psychiatrists. Well, I'm not really sure why you want to have those in your war plan, but he did.
Well, they help with PTSD.
So he persuaded billions of people to come through his place for income tax audits 75 million years ago.
Wait, what?
What?
So here's his plan. He got all these people together. He's like, all right, come to me for a tax audit. Kind of like baby Jesus.
The idea of taxes
This
was
is really
around that long ago.
Yeah, 75 million years ago in there was
So Earth had Rockefeller. This guy was Planet Feller.
yeah, okay, JD Planefeller.
The sad thing is 75 million years later, we still haven't improved on a design that was just as bad
It's still
then
bad.
They
as
say
is
that's
now.
one thing guaranteed is death and
Well,
taxes.
let me tell you, when the people came for the taxes, instead of paying their taxes, they were injected with alcohol and glycol into their lungs and paralyzed.
Okay.
So they were Jim
That's just-
Jones?
That's just commonplace in the galaxy.
So in the galaxy, these guys are all coming, pay their taxes, get like lungs injected with rubbing alcohol.
So Xenu's like
Paralyzed.
Jim Jones. Xenu's
Yeah.
got the big old aviator sunglasses, and he's up there preaching about how the government's going to come and take us, and then he kills everybody.
And fucking the
No,
entire
he
family.
did not kill them.
Come on
he
over.
injected their lungs and put them to
Get the
sleep to
globalist.
preserve them.
Globalist.
They weren't killed.
I need the globalists to come over here and inject the lungs with bone broth.
He loaded them onto DC-8 airplanes, except for they had rocket engines.
What's a DC-8?
A
Like
DC
we know.
It's like an airplane from the 70s or something.
Why
Vietnam
would they
era.
have it?
Because it was divinely inspired from
So he could see into the future? 75 million years
he,
into
he
the
built
future?
it. He was the OG DC-8.
So why do we have the Wright brothers make the damn toothpick airplane?
We forgot the
you
information.
gotta step before you can crawl.
Okay.
Wait, who is the OG aviator?
The Wright brothers?
Howard Hughes.
Yeah, Howard Hughes. Yeah.
Well, you gotta look up who created the DC-8, and then
Well,
that's
apparently
how
it was Xenu.
Apparently Xenu did it.
well, what human did it, and then you can find who has the link to Xenu.
Oh.
So anyway, he loaded them in, and they flew with the planes to Earth. All the
Okay.
paralyzed people stacked together.
Okay.
They were stacked around the base of a volcano.
Chinese in the Connex.
There was, like 13.5 trillion aliens.
All those aliens stacked on stacks on the volcano.
So they did like rows and rows and rows around a volcano of
yeah.
people.
So after he injected all those people, right? You're like, he's going to preserve them for something special, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Chunk them in.
Nope. No. Stacks around the volcano.
Put them on the volcano.
And then he detonates a bomb in the middle of the volcano.
Their souls go inside of it, right?
Their souls turn inside out, dude.
on the cosmic scale, the A bomb is nothing.
The
Nothing.
H bomb.
The H bomb is nothing.
Nothing. Chunk an asteroid out of Xenu.
Well, I'm thinking.
Show me something.
I'm thinking he only has the DC-8. I'm thinking
Okay,
Xenu.
okay.
He he controlled the poverty part of the galaxy.
He was
Got
not.
you. I got you.
Like Scientology, we're the poor galaxy.
For a man
Yeah.
that invested in planets, he sure picked a fucking cheap airplane to fly around on.
And a very rudimentary bomb.
I mean, this man probably had the ability to have technology at his fingertips that could defy gravity, magnetics. You know, he could probably zip through time and space with the press of a button. But he's flying around through space in a fucking prop DC-8.
Imagine being Galactus and you can't get an erection.
That's what the blue pill's for.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this all took place in Hawaii.
Okay, so he's the type of guy that literally
He knows where the good stuff is at.
Hawaii.
Even though it might not have existed 75 million years ago, I don't know.
he tried to snap his fingers to kill everybody, but he was literally snapping his fingers.
Well, here's what happens, though. He kills the people. Oh, dumb Xenu, though. Everybody has souls, right?
They're just going to
Dumb
haunt.
Xenu.
They're just going to go right up into Xenu's asshole and haunt him forever.
All the
Xenu.
souls escape, man. They're just flying around. So what does he do?
that Xenu.
He creates a fly trap that catches souls.
A fly trap, but like the little hanging papers.
Like a hanging paper.
I
souls.
thought they went into us.
No, they can, but there were trillions. Think of how many billions of us are. There would be like 1,000 souls diddling each person.
So how many fly
They
traps
are.
would catch?
So the fly traps got rid of a bunch of the excess
We got a
souls.
few out of me today. So, yeah, I mean, I got like 995 more inside of me.
So how many fly traps would that take to get 13 trillion?
These are
aliens?
big fly traps. Imagine a galactic scale size fly trap.
Okay.
Huge.
So is that why we have the ozone layer?
No, so he took those souls, he packed them into boxes, and took them to cinemas to brainwash them.
What kind of box?
Amazon
Just
box?
They had cinemas
This is
on
where Bezos was.
Bezos. There were cinemas on Earth 75 million years ago.
Yeah,
Or are these space cinemas?
these are cinemas.
What movie?
Maybe he had cinemas in his spaceship.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, he's
Probably
His
like
fucking DC-8.
I'm gonna guess going. He's probably watching Gone with the Solar Wind.
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
So they spent 36 days being forced to watch a 3D movie.
The oh no.
And the tech was probably so good they
It
didn't
just
need
showed
glasses.
Horrible things such as torture, dissection, and crucifixion.
Wow.
Once again, borrowing from.
Wait, they saw
The
the
Bible.
crucifixion?
Yeah, they did 75 million years ago.
Borrowing from the Bible. Was that where you were going, Chris?
They were also subject to sexual perversion, motion sickness, and
Oh, lucky.
auto accidents.
Fucking
Auto
lucky.
accidents?
Auto accidents.
How do they have this stuff?
They were shown false pictures and told that they were God, Christ, and Satan.
Yeah, like the golden cow that everybody worshipped in the Bible.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just all to make them people.
No,
hopeless,
they
scrambling
showed
the
they
brains.
showed pictures of these things.
Cell phones.
False deity.
Okay.
Yeah, American God. Technology.
Technology.
So there were only a few thousand living bodies on Earth at that point.
Okay, like the cave people.
Like
Yeah,
monkeys.
Possibly. I don't know if cave people lived 75 million years ago.
I don't think they did.
No.
Cro-Mags. Homo
Homo erections?
what do they call them?
Homo erectus.
They definitely call them
Right.
Homo erections.
Okay.
So yeah, those bodies in it, whatever they affected them like parasitic demons.
They just they flew right through their chest, right, and
Yeah.
attached to them
So-
like Zach Bagans gets an evil entity following him home.
Maybe that's what he's seeing. He's seeing
Yeah, but
these
at some point,
fiends.
though,
Fiends.
his officers is like, you know what, we've had enough of Xenu's shit. We're overthrowing him.
Wait.
He was a real estate agent.
Yeah, you know, they're like he H-bombed these people, made them watch 3D movies. We're done.
They just come over here, man, I really like that. I'm a professional sun scraper, and my wife, she collects the dust off of asteroids, and we're looking for a new planet for 18.5 million.
They
I can hook you up with a good deal.
Hey, Xenope.
he was encased in a mountain.
You ever heard of Tajik? It's really nice in wintertime.
So they put him in a mountain, force fielded it off, protected by a power battery, and he's still there today.
Power battery.
Power battery,
Okay. What sort of power?
Does anyone know the location?
willpower.
Does only
probably.
David Miscavige know the location of this?
Willpower?
I don't know, man.
Sounds like David Miscarriage. That's what it sounds like his name is.
I keep thinking
He
of
should have
Fred.
been.
I keep thinking of Fred Savage.
He should have been a freaking miscarriage.
Really, that just takes you to today, where the Thetans and everything come into play.
And well, and
Thomas, you were gonna.
I had.